Super quick update. Just got back from a trip for work, so I didn't get anything done the night I got home. The next night, got home from work, and about 8 o'clock, 8:30, we had a storm roll through and knock a pretty big chunk of birch tree we got out front. Knocked it down. I don't know. We didn't really have any wind, so I don't really know what did this, but it ended up knocking the power out. Jerked the power down from our pole there and ripped it off of that tree. So didn't get a chance to do anything last night either. I'm gonna try to get in here and clean a little bit of this up, and then I have to go to my mom's house and replace a faucet for her. So just want to give you an update. Not gonna get a lot done today either, looks like. All right, the next morning I got those few branches cut up with the recip saw. I'm about to get the chainsaw out and cut the bigger stuff. I like the reciprocating saw when I'm just cutting branches and stuff, because I can just set it down, drag a branch off, and not have to worry about either restarting the chainsaw or keeping it running. I was going to show y'all just a little glance of what we got here. This is, get it to focus. Probably include some pictures of where it doesn't look like much now because it's pretty well put back together, but I may include some pictures of where the other trees had hit during Hurricane Helene, just to show you why this is I guess almost comical at this point. We just keep having these trees falling and keep having stuff tear up, but keeping a positive outlook about it. So I'm gonna get the chainsaw fired up here this morning and try to get this all cleaned up. All right, got some good progress going. One thing I got to be real careful about, this is looks like extension cord, but it's actually our fiber internet got replaced. They just haven't buried it yet. They don't typically get in a hurry with doing that, which is fine, but just got to be careful, especially when I get the chainsaw going, which I'm about to do here in a second. Here's another little spot, might give you an idea kind of what we dealt with. This is the neighbor's house. We've pretty well got our yard cleaned up now, but this is a pretty large pile of pretty much all oak trees. I'm hoping, man, these are some pretty big ones. That one's probably 2 foot or 30 inches diameter. I don't know if you can get a scale off of me, but that's kind of what we've been dealing with. I'm hoping this birch cuts up a lot easier. I was going through chains, you can't hardly keep them sharp on some of these oak trees, especially they were so wet and they were down on the ground, and you get dirt in your chain, and it's pretty much done after that. So see how this goes here in a second. Like I say, hoping it cuts a lot easier. I do have a brand new chain on here. Got the steel farm boss, and I run the super cut, which is like the yellow, I guess you call them yellow chains. They got a yellow link in them. So let's see how this goes. Alright, got her all cut up. Now the fun part begins. At least we live in the city limits, so I can just put it by the road and they'll haul it off. Had to burn it. We've been under a burning ban because of a big wildfire that hit our area, which I think that's now been lifted, but either way, this green wood wouldn't burn very well. So I'm gonna get her over here to the road. I don't know if y'all noticed during the video, a lot of times I'll cut from the bottom first and then the top. A lineman showed me that a long time ago, especially if you're cutting a branch out of, like it's still growing out of the tree. If you're cutting that branch, if you'll just cut a little bit on the bottom first and then start at the top and come down to it, keeps the branch from swinging down back toward, especially if you're on a ladder or something. It'll make it just cut and then just fall flat. So that's a little trick I've started to use a lot and didn't know I would need till this hurricane come through, and been cutting a lot of trees ever since. So get all this cleaned up, and I may just kind of run the lawnmower over this, get all the leaves and little sticks and stuff up, and I think we'll be good to go. All right, running to my brother-in-law's house real quick. I've got a push mower now. The self-propelled part of it, the gears are stripped out, and so it's not working anymore. So it's a literal push mower. So he had a push mower that was given to him, and since has bought a zero-turn mower. So he doesn't need it anymore, so I'm gonna go grab that from him. I've also got this miter saw stand that I'm not using anymore, so I'm gonna drop that off with him. That's gonna help me get the garage a little more cleaned out, so I'm gonna go grab that. I had a zero-turn mower before, and when we moved into this house, it's not conducive to the way the yard is. We got curbs and different levels of things, and so it's just not working out. So I'm gonna go grab this from him, maybe make things a little easier. All right, pretty happy with the way that turned out. Got the grass all mowed and all the leaves picked up. Got everything out there by the road to pick up by the city. So that's a little bigger than what they typically pick up. I think the rule is 8 inches in diameter and no more than 5 feet long. But I think given the circumstances of the storms and all coming through, they're not really as strict on that right now. So I'm gonna move on from that. Hopefully get back to some regular content for y'all here real soon.